Hello, welcome back to a new video. This one's for the info dump book tag. It's a bit different, this one is. I saw this on Hannah R. Palmer Authors YouTube page, and it's got a lot of different questions on it that are quite good, so well, why not give it a go. There are 12 questions in this tag, so let's get started. Number one, how many books on average do you read in a month? Usually I read about a book a week. This year, bloody dreadful. To be totally honest with you, I have read one complete book, and we're now in March. Gonna have to do something about that. I've got ideas. For what's going to increase my reading output this year. But yeah, so far one book and a few parts, because I usually have a few books on the go at a time. I usually have a general book, be adult or YA, an ebook, in either adult or YA, a graphic novel or manga, and a middle grade book, which I usually use for the toilet. So actually, at the moment, I've actually got a young adult one in there because I misjudged it. But yeah, so I usually have a middle grade one because it's nice and easy to pick up and put down. I'll tell you, how many books are currently on your TBR? I dread to think. I'm going to be doing a video about this later on. So there are, at a guess, there are over 100. At a guess. Physical books, not including ebooks. Yeah. So yes, there'll very probably be a TBR from Hell video coming shortly. Once I've found them all and worked them all out of how many I've got, then we'll be working something out with that I'll let you know about when you get closer to the time. 3. How are books organised on your shelves? Haphazardly. We've got some books. We've got my books with Debbie's books as well. We've got some books where the author is all done together. Then we've got other ones that we've got types of books, or like graphic novels and manga and bits like that. So we've got types of books on there. And then we've just got books shoved where there's space, stacked up on top of bookshelves, up to the ceiling. We've got a lot. And then we've got bookcases all over the place. We've got books behind books. We've got, yeah, haphazard. Chaotic has got to be the way of actually putting it. What sort of genres do you read most from? Mostly I read from either urban fantasy, horror, crime thrillers, and parodies. Although I will try most things. I'm not too keen on romance though. Try the one once, not really my thing. What genres do you own most of? Mostly horror, in one way or another. So I've got a large collection. We've got a large collection of ones like Stephen King. I've got Anne Rice vampire ones and Darren Shan vampire ones as well. So along with James Herbert as well. So yeah, very probably horror is going to be most own genre. Number 6. What's your preferred type of reading? Physical, ebook, or audiobooks? I prefer physical books. There's something about the feel of a physical book and the smell of the paper. It's great. Although I do read ebooks, but not as often. They're more of a convenience bit. I may read some of that before I go to bed, or if I'm stuck somewhere or waiting for something, I may read part of the ebook. And audiobooks only usually go if I'm going out walking somewhere on my own. It's like we've been exercising sometimes during this time, and so I'll go out, I'll put on an audiobook, but they're generally the only times I actually listen to them. Although on physical books, I do prefer paperbacks. I know people call it, oh, you gotta have the hardcover, it looks good. Who cares? It doesn't matter what it looks like on a shelf, does it really? Let's face facts here. I find them heavy, unwieldy, and if you're trying to read it while you're going to sleep, it'll smack you in the face. So, no, too heavy, too big to grab hold of. So, prefer paperbacks. Number 7. Who's your most owned author? I might have looked into these, see what one's my head. But the most owned author we've got is Stephen King with 25 books. The next one was Darren Shan with 23. James Herbert with 19. And then Anne Rice with 17. Told you. Really heavy on the horror. Number 8. Describe your favourite writing style. I don't really have one. It's got to be easy to read. It's got to be easy to read. I like flowery ones sometimes, but not all the time. Depends what mood I'm in with them, really. I mean, the hardest book that I've ever read, and people will slate it and bits like that, was like Lord of the Rings. I got to the end of the 5th book, halfway through Return of the King, and I got there and it's like, I just can't be bothered with this anymore. It was so heavy going, and he's got so much description. I mean, Stephen King has a lot of description, but Jesus Christ, you don't have to hear about the backstory on every stone and rock. You know what I mean? It just goes on too much. But I say sometimes it could be particular phrases or words, and they'll just annoy me, and I can't get any further on it. It's like I started to reread the first Dark Tower book the other year, and I got into the start of it, and no, I fed up with it. It was going about you can this desert, you could look out, you could see that the desert went on for parsecs. Now, parsecs is light years. It's over 3 light years. You can't see that far. He's used the word basically just because he thought it sounded good. The same way they did in Star Wars with parsec. It was like he did the Millennium Falcon, did the run in so many parsecs with this distance of space and not time. But that's a different story. But in distance, it's nearly 31 trillion kilometres. I don't care how good your eyesight is, you can't see that far. This is weird, I know, but I just get it sometimes. Sometimes certain bits you read it and you just go, nah, not interested, not interested. Other times I read it straight through, as easy as anything. 9. Which literary devices do you like or not like? I like found family tropes. That's always quite a good one, and with the fantasy bits it goes in quite well with it as well, because it's usually a group of people coming together for one common goal. It's nice and easy. I like ones where characters are trapped, would be a horror or thriller, where they're trapped, no visible means of escape. That gives you the tension and the bits for that. Some of the ones I don't like love triangles. And this big bit that's come on now in YA books of these toxic relationships. I mean, they're putting them on now as this is the way that a relationship should be. They're telling teenagers this is the way a relationship should be. You should suffer. They'll be better. It'll be worth it in the end. They will change, and they won't change. They never do change. In the books they may change and they'll be, oh, loving and everything like that. But in reality, they're an arsehole and they'll stay an arsehole. It's no way of telling people this is what you should do, and if you get this you should just suffer and endure it. I also don't like The Chosen One. I know people go, oh, The Chosen One is a great one. It is, but it's been done to death and it really needs a revamp or leaving for a while before you can do it, because it's the easiest most common way of just going, all right, well, you're the chosen one, this is it for reasons, and that's it, because you don't have to come up with anything for it apart from the fact that it is just this, it was just that because that was what's said. It's lazy. The other bits I don't like is when they come when it was all a training session or it was all a dream, because that again is just lazy writing. And you couldn't be asked to figure a way to do it. They said, do you want another book? And you go, oh, how am I going to get out of this? You want another book, another film? How do we get out of this? Oh, it was a dream, it was a training session, it never existed. It's crap. They know it, we know it. Come up with some better ideas. Number 10. What kind of character archetypes do you like? Personally, I like characters that are a bit of an arsehole. They've got good intentions, but they're a bit arsey. They're sarcastic. I'm British, what can I say? we like sarcasm. Not sarcasm, but yeah, sarcastic arsehole. What does it say about me? I don't know. I don't care. So, but there you go. They're always fun to read. Number 11. What's your favourite book settings? I like deserted buildings or settings that are in the middle of nowhere. No mobile signals, no nothing. So they work really well in some horrors and thrillers. But again, can't overdo it. But apart from that, I don't really have a particular love for any particular settings. As long as it's got a good story going along with it, that's all you need, isn't it, really? 12. What are your favourite romantic plot tropes? I don't have any. I don't like romantic books. The ones that end in disaster. the ones that are tragedies as opposed to romantic ones. Don't get me wrong, I'm a romantic person. I like romance, but I don't want to read about it. It doesn't interest me at all. And that's it. That's all the questions. If you'd like to be tagged in this, feel free to tag yourself. So it'd be fun to hear what everyone's puts on it. And if you enjoyed this, please click the bell icon to let YouTube know that you enjoyed it and other people may do. And why not, while you're there, subscribe, click the little bell icon so you know when we get new videos out. We have videos out 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and there'll be a variety of different things, as we like a variety of different things. So until next time, have a good one.